Hi, so welcome back to class. So today we are doing a sort of Anusara-inspired flow. So it should be about roughly 30 minutes. So if you need to, grab 2 blocks, place them at the top of your mat, and then we're going to begin. So you're going to come down and sit into Caesar position to begin with, and we are just going to let the hands rest on the knees. Switching on the lower portion of the belly, so pulling up through the pelvic floor, pull back through the lower portion of the abdomen and up towards the full length of the spine. Let the rib cage be nice and free. You can have the eyes open or closed, choice is yours. And just coming into the breath. So Ujjayi breath, breathing in and out through the nose. Relaxing the shoulders, softening the face. The tongue is just behind the top teeth. And the breath is nice and free. We're going to take 3 more breaths here. Final breath. Begin to open your eyes and find your way into downward facing dog. So hands are shoulder distance apart, index or middle finger points forward. We're going to start to bend the knees and drive the bum back towards the back of the room, lengthen the spine. Wrap the backs of the triceps towards each other so you feel the heart can melt. Release through the face and the neck. And then begin to drive the heels down towards the floor. Don't worry if they do not touch, doesn't matter. Pick up through the quadriceps, engage through the belly. Okay, softening through your face, we're going to breathe here for 3 breaths. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose for 1. 2. 3. Inhale, pull it forward to high plank position. And we're going to lower down knees, chest and chin. You can pick your feet up to make it a little easier. And then we're going to drop the pelvis, lift to cobra. And then exhale to lower and press back into downward facing dog. Again, 2 more breaths. 1. 2. Inhale forward, back into plank. This time exhale, lower chaturanga position. Inhale, lift to upward facing dog. And exhale back into downward facing dog. Shift the weight to your left leg. Inhale, lift the right leg high. As you exhale, right knee to nose. Step the foot down and through in between the hands. Drop the left knee. Scissor through the legs. Pull the heart forward, coming into low lunge position. Hold here. for 1. Melting the heart forward. And 2. Pick the left knee off the floor, drive the left hand down, twist to the right, reach up through the right arm. Keep the scissor action with the legs, back leg is still driving back, and you're reaching up as you twist the spine. And again, breathe, hold for 1. And 2. Reaching the right hand down to the inside of that right foot. You're going to drop down back onto that left knee. Melt the heart forward. So you might want to bring the hands a little wider as the chest reaches forward. Keep the action with the legs of scissoring the legs. So you can actually feel the right thigh pull closer to the side of the body as you lengthen the right hip back. And again, breathe. Curl the back toes under again, pick the left knee up. See how it feels to drop down onto the forearms. If it doesn't feel good, then stay on the hands. Otherwise, dropping down onto the forearms, active with the legs. Hip bones again, stay pulling in, breathe. Heart is melting for 1. 2. And 3. Coming back up onto the hands, and then send the right leg back, find downward facing dog. Shake the head out, soften through your face. Soften in through your jaw. Then shift the weight to the right foot. Inhale, lift the left leg high. As you exhale, left knee to nose, and again, step it forward and through. Drop the right knee, coming into that low lunge position. So resisting the urge to hang out in your flexibility and opening the legs wide, scissor the legs together, pull the hip bones in, reach the heart forward. The shoulders are melting down the back. Lower belly is strong. And again, we're breathing for 1. And 2, pick the right leg up, drive the right hand down, twist to the left. Left arm is reaching up. And again, scissor action with the legs, belly's engaged, hold in. It's time for 3, 2, and 1. Bring the left hand to the inside of that left foot. This time again, dropping the right knee down, hugging the legs in, taking the hands as wide as feels comfortable, and really letting the heart melt forward, even as the hips and the inner thighs are active. And again, if you feel comfortable, you can maybe even drop down onto the forearms, keeping steady with the breath, maybe picking the back leg up. Do what works for your body today. One more breath. And coming back up onto the hands, send it back again, downward facing dog. Inhale forward through to plank position. Exhale, lower knees, chest and chin. Inhale, lift into cobra. Exhale back into downward facing dog. And again, back through the plank position. Exhale, this time chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Shift the weight back onto the left leg. Inhale, lifting the right leg high. And then exhale, right knee to nose, step the foot through. High lunge position this time, using the hands to drive you up to that high lunge. Again, pulling the hip bones in, driving the back leg back. Sweep the arms up, inhale. And if you feel comfortable here, you feel nice and steady with your legs, see how it feels to reach the arms back, chest is lifting to the sky as you come in towards a back bend. Legs stay active, hold, but keep breathing. Again, we're just going to do 2 breaths. 1. And 2. Exhale, hands come back down, step it back. Find plank position straight away. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Shift the weight to the right leg. Inhale, left leg rises. Trying to avoid my yucca plant. And then exhale, knee to nose, step the foot through. Find in that lunge position, hip bones pull in. Hands to knees to drive the upper body up. And then inhale, sweeping the arms up. You'll feel a little bit of shaking in your legs. It's always a good thing. Keep active through those legs. Pull up through the belly. Really drive that back leg back. And then as you lift the heart up, bring the arms back. See how it feels to lift the chest high. Don't hang out on the lower back here. Keep scissoring the legs so you find space in your lower back. Hold. Again, 2 breaths. Reach through your fingers so your arms are active. And then release the hands back down, step it back again, downward facing dog. Now inhale, look forward towards your hands. You can walk your feet or jump, top of the mat. Feet together, lift the heart up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Remember, you can take your blocks at any time. 2 more. Inhale, lift again, halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift, halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step the left leg back. Spin the back heel down, 2 heels in one line with each other. Find yourself in a warrior 2 position, nice and long through your arms. Left hip drops slightly down and forward so your hips are at right angles with the edge of your mat, okay? Just takes a little bit of the pressure off the back hip flexor and the front right knee. Alrighty, so from here, find in that warrior 2, you're going to lengthen and then bring elbow to knee and sweep the left arm up and over. So you come into a side, and I've completely forgotten the name. After years of teaching Ashtanga, Utthita Parshva. So reaching up through that left arm, lengthen through the left side of the body, turn the chest open, breathe. And then inhale, sweep it back up. Straighten the right leg. Right toes are going to turn in. So we've got both toes pointing forward, lifting the chest up. Exhale, folding down and forward over the legs. Lengthen the spine again as you exhale, begin to fold all the way down, walking the hands back in line with your toes or maybe a bit further back. Bend your knees if you need to, but make sure that you are folding from your hip crease. And breathe, nice and steady. Again, hold for 3. 2. And a 1. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, hands to waist. Inhale to stand tall. Right toes are going to turn back out again. Bend down into the right knee, bring the arms wide. Okay, we're going to windmill the hands back down to the mat. Step back. Find plank position. Lower down knees, chest and chin. Inhale, lift into cobra. Exhale, back into downward facing dog. Inhale back through the plank. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga position. Inhale, lift the heart, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, walk the feet, top of the mat or jump. Lift the heart up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to fold over the legs. 2 more, inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale again, lift halfway. Exhale, right leg steps back. Spin the back heel down, warrior 2 position on the left side. And again, dropping the right hip down. So we got the hips at right angles. You can feel the power in that front leg. You're pulling the legs together. Okay, we're gonna lengthen through the left hand, elbow to knee, right arm up and over. So extended side angle. Breathe in nice and steady as the chest turns, the legs stay active. We're pressing through the feet and pulling up through the muscles. Hug the muscles to your bones. And again, breathe. For 3, 2, and a 1. Inhale, pull back through the center. Windmill the hands down, step it back. Find plank, lower. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale, lift to cobra. Exhale, back into down dog. Okay, so remember you can rest in child's pose at any stage. We are going to come into side plank from this place, okay? So if it gets too much, just rest in child's. You can always skip this pose. Now you're going to come forward into plank position. We're going to roll onto the right hand. Okay, so we're turning the chest open. So if it's your first time, bring the left foot forward and be on the knife edge of that right foot. Okay, we're going to press the floor away and turn the chest and reach the left arm up. Okay, keep driving down through the feet, lengthen the tailbone down towards that bottom heel. Okay, so you don't want to stick your bum out. You can to begin with to find your balance. Then you're going to pull the hip bones in towards each other, drive the tailbone down and reach the left arm up. Okay, you can maybe bring 2 feet together. And again, we're going to hold here for 3, for 2, and a 1. Release the left hand to your side, look down at the right hand, turn back to a plank position, drop down to the knees, lower knees, chest and chin. Inhale, lift to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, same on the other side. So inhale forward to plank. Okay, so nice and strong. So the bum needs to be a little bit higher to prep you. So don't come all the way forward into a plank because it's harder to get into. Lift the bum a little higher. Shift the weight to the left hand. Bring the right foot to the side and pivot so you're on the knife edge of that left foot. Drive the bum back first and then scoop the bum under as you turn the chest open. Right arm is going to reach up. And again, if you feel steady, you can maybe bring that right foot on top of the left and come into that side plank. Keep driving the tailbone down, open the chest wide, reach the right arm up. Hold for 3, 2, and a 1. Release the right hand to your side. Look down at your left hand. Turn back into plank. This time lower down chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart, upward facing dog. Exhale now, child's pose. Dropping the forehead down. Taking a breath here. And then inhale, come up to your seat. So we're going to come to an L shape handstand at the wall. Now, if you prefer and you have a freestyle handstand, you can do that. If you prefer to kick up at the wall and hold your handstand, that's fine. But today I'm going to walk you through an L shape. So I want you to come to the wall and bring your feet on the wall. So your feet are actually flat on the wall. You're going to have your hands directly below your shoulders. Now, if you are a little bit tighter in the shoulders, you can walk the hands a little further forward. Okay, so it depends on your level of mobility. So have a little bit of practice and see what works for you. I'm going to bring my hands back, shoulder distance. Okay, and now I'm going to press into a down dog shape. And then I'm going to start to walk one foot up the wall. So I'm going to take the foot up and I'm going to press up into my L shape at the wall. And driving the shoulder heads forward towards you, wrapping the triceps though, active through the core of my body. So I'm not sticking my bum out. I want to keep my core active, my legs active. Now look down at the floor and keep pressing the floor away. We're going to hold here for 5. Breathe steady. 4, 3, you can maybe come a little lighter on your toes on the wall. 2, and 1. Bend your knees, walk back down, and then rest yourself into child's pose. And just take a couple of breaths. Now coming back up to your seat. Now I want you to take the hands forward, and I want you to turn your hands so that you're on the back of the hands with the fingertips pointing back towards your knees. And then you're just going to start to draw the weight a little bit further back, and you're going to feel a little bit of a stretch in the back of the wrists. So if you don't have a good solid 90-degree angle with your wrists, you need to be super careful doing a handstand position, because that's when you can create tendinitis in the wrists. So if you start to get pain doing anything like chaturanga, it's usually because you have not yet got that mobility through your wrist joints. So you need to do a little extra work. So something like this, and then release. And then we're going to turn the hands back, and you're going to reach again, the palms down. You can even sway a little bit side to side. You might notice that you're a little tighter on one side than you are the other. And then come back through, release, start to circle the wrist and squeeze. So circling, you're going to squeeze the right wrist with the left hand, and then you're just going to make some circles, clockwise and then anti-clockwise. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So again, holding the wrist firm, and then starting to make some circles, clockwise, and then anti-clockwise, and then give them a little shake, and then take the feet to the side and take your legs nice and long. We're going to lie down on our backs. Okay. So you want to make sure you can feel the heels with the tips of your fingers. Your feet are hip distance apart. You're driving down through your big toe. Okay, so pressing down through your big toe, active through those inner thighs. You're going to roll the shoulders underneath. And then we're going to inhale, begin to lift the hips up. You can maybe interlace the fingers, drive again and roll the shoulders a little further underneath you. Press into your feet, lift in your hips, hold. You want to feel your legs ignite for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release the hands and the arms, release the hips. Okay, so if you feel comfortable with a full wheel, then we're going to come into full wheel. If not, then please repeat the same pose that you've just done, the bridge pose. Otherwise, again, making sure that your feet are hip distance, drive down through the base of your big toe. You're going to take the hands by the ears. And again, remembering even here, we are looking for that 90-degree angle, right, with the hands. So really being very mindful of that. I'll show you in another video what you can do. But for now, let's just stay here for a moment. Take a nice big breath in. Inhale, lift the hips, drive down through the feet. Come to the top of the head. Elbows pull in, and then start to press yourself into full wheel. So keeping the legs really nice and active, pulling the hip bones in, and then pressing the hands down, the feet down. Breathe and steady. Hold in for 3, 2, and 1. Drop down to the top of the head if you feel comfortable doing that. Maybe walk the hands in a little further, and then see if you can lift up again. Hold in for 3, 2, keep looking for your mat, and 1. Tuck the chin in, and then release yourself all the way down. Alrighty. Now from here, place the left foot on top of the right knee, and then thread the arms through, coming into thread the needle with those legs. Drawing that right knee down towards the chest. Relax in the breath a moment. Soften in the jaw. And then release the right foot down. You're going to come to a twist. So keeping that left leg exactly where it is, we're going to lift the hips, take the hips slightly to the left, and then shift the legs over to the right. Coming into a twist on that left side. You can hook the legs into a twisted root. Looking towards the left side, breathing steady. Again, 2 more breaths here. Inhale back through the center. Hug the knees in close for a moment. Take a little rock on your spine. And then lower the left foot to the floor. Place the right foot on top of that left knee. And again, coming in to thread the needle on that right side. So we're here for roughly about sort of 5 or 6 breaths, nice and steady. Okay, lower the left foot down. Lift the hips, shift them slightly to the right, and then drop the legs over to the left. Right arm comes into a cactus. And we can thread the legs coming into twisted roots. And again, breathe and steady. And don't worry if that right shoulder comes off the floor. We're not here for that long, but you should feel a nice little stretch around the pecs. And 2 more breaths. Inhale, head back through the center, legs back through the center. And again, just hugging the legs in. You may even want to come into a little happy baby, just taking the sides of the feet. Just taking a little rock on the spine. And then legs up, arms up, give everything a little bit of a shake. And then settle yourself down into Shavasana. So taking the feet as wide as your mat. Palms away, arms away from the body with the palms facing up. The back of the neck is nice and long. Eyes are closed. If you prefer to keep them open, just find one spot to focus on. And just allow the whole of you to settle and relax. When you're ready, just take a nice big breath, reach and stretch the whole body. Oh, as you exhale, hug your knees in close to your body. Take a little rock again on your spine. And then roll yourself over to your right side before coming up to your seat. So thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope that was a little bit of a inspiring and fun practice, and I hope you can join me on the mat again. So if you're new to this practice, please try to work with this one between 2 to 3 times a week. You really want to be doing this, and then you'll be able to move into some of the more advanced flows. But thank you so much, and I shall see you again very soon. Namaste.